want to just take a minute to tell you what a pleasure it was for BDA to bring so many thought leaders and doers together last night and today for our inaugural Bermuda Climate Summit.
I think that the first Bermuda Climate Summit was absolutely amazing. I learned a lot, and it was really cool to be in the same room with all of these change makers.
There was so much energy, excitement, expectation, engagement.
It has actually exceeded all my expectations. We've been trying to do this and have been thwarted by COVID several times, and I think it's really great leadership from Steve Weinstein and the BDA to make sure that we actually pulled this together.
I think it's wonderful that we're able to bring together this really dynamic group of CEOs and thought leaders.
What's really inspiring here is the amount of people that are actually doing the work and making a difference, which is really different than some of the other summits that I've been to.
We're really excited to be here at the inaugural summit, also to commemorate the partnership between Arizona State University and the Bermuda Institute of Ocean Sciences. I think they're two powerhouses and will build some really successful climate research moving forward.
You can't find a more informed group of people to listen to on the subject of climate change and how best to tackle some of those important issues than this climate summit.
I thought it was an amazing event. Some of the key takeaways I think was that the action needs to happen now.
That as many as 250 million people annually may be displaced by climate disasters by the year 2050.
We've decided that the built environment that we've constructed can take care of everything that we need, and the natural environment in which we're dependent is really not that important. Wrong, wrong, and wrong.
And that Bermuda is in a uniquely beneficial position to actually make that impact happen.
I do agree that Bermuda is well positioned to take a leadership role.
The need for greater awareness in terms of the risks that we face as a global community, but also the need for deepening risk management capabilities.
BIOS has a long-standing history of contribution of ocean sciences to Bermuda. We have the longest running hydrographic time series in the world, and looking at southeast of Bermuda for many of our spatial stations starting in 1954. And later on our Bermuda Atlantic time series in the early 80s. So we have a really good pulse on how the oceans are changing around Bermuda, and it makes a perfect platform for testing new technology and understanding how our ocean is changing.
The opportunities for Bermuda to become the climate risk capital of the world are real. We're seeing that more and more. The focus on ESG and the focus on how to accumulate capital around ESG to solve these really important issues, not only for various countries, but for the entire planet.
I've really enjoyed the interaction, the intellectual discussion, and just meeting people that are like-minded and trying to solve problems.
I'm going to do a lot of processing after this. I mean, a huge amount of information.
It's a really big deal to be able to talk to all these people in the same room and have them in the same place.
It's not just island nations that I think can look to Bermuda and see sort of how we're looking to innovate and bring climate into the core of what we do. I think big cities and big countries can also look at what Bermuda is doing and how we're innovating and take that as a model for their own economies.
I can't thank the BDA enough for what they've done in being instrumental in putting this conference together. So, thank you.